A very good morning to all of you. In this class, I am going to start with another important topic of chapter Cell, the unit of life, and the topic is nucleus. Before going to start, first revise our previous class content, then we proceed to the today's topic. In previous class, we have discussed about the endomembrane system. In the endomembrane system, we have discussed about the endoplasmic reticulum, smooth and rough type of endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi body, and then after Golgi body we have discussed about the lysosome and then vacuoles. These are part of the endomembrane system because all of these are formed by the endoplasmic reticulum, or they undergoes overall the synthesis or sorting of protein. Endoplasmic reticulum take part in the synthesis of protein, or vacuole. Inside the vacuole the folding of protein takes place, or lumen. Now they transfer through the vesicles onto the Golgi body, where the sorting of protein or maturation of protein done after the synthesis process, or during the maturation of protein there is so many modification done in the protein, like if the Golgi body present in the beta cells of pancreas, so they participate in the synthesis of protein or prohormone. The protein synthesized in the form of prohormone, or the sorting takes place, or that is maturation of that insulin hormone or prohormone into the mature insulin takes place into the Golgi body, where they after the maturation they pack in the vesicles or lysosome also formed by the Golgi body, where the different type of enzymes synthesized like hydrolases. These hydrolases are proteases, carboxylases, or such type of enzyme are synthesized or packed into the vacuole for the degradation and degeneration of microbe cell, microbial cell, or also they help in the digestion, lysosome, or that's why they are known as suicidal gland. Now another topic is vacuole. In the vacuole, most of the substance which are not further used inside the used by the cell organelle or the cell, they are included into the vacuoles, like excess water or the protein which are not further which generally not used by the cells, they are included or exited into the vacuoles. On the basis of their function, there are so many type of contractile vacuole are present. That means osmoregulation they help in osmoregulation process, or also this food vacuole is present in the form of or store of food. Participate in the synthesis of food. So here is the overall about the previous class. Now let us discuss about the today's class topic of today's class. Now nucleus, the term or discovery of nucleus by Robert Brown. In 1831. Robert Brown in 1831. Now the term chromatin given by Fleming. Chromatin, after studying the nucleus, the term chromatin given by, or nuclear content chromatin given by Fleming. Now if we talk about the structure of nucleus, so here is the double membranous structure. In the double membranous structure, both the membrane attached with each other or form a pore-like structure. Pore-like structure. So here is outer membrane, outer membrane, then inner membrane, then nucleus, nuclear pore, or in between the outer and inner membrane there is a space. That space is known as perinuclear space. Perinuclear space, approximately 10 micrometer to 50 micrometer in length. Now inside the nucleus there is dense fluid. That dense fluid is known as nucleolus. Now, the fluid present in the inner side of the nucleus known as nucleoplasm. Inside the nucleus the genetic material is present. That genetic material is known as chromatin. And other molecules like RNA are also synthesized. In RNA synthesis or DNA synthesis both takes place inside the nucleoplasm because the protein and enzyme related to the synthesis of mRNA and DNA are present inside the nucleus or in the cytoplasm. Now through the nucleopore all the content which are larger in size transfer into the cytoplasm. Like mRNA gets synthesized in the nucleoplasm or in the nucleoplasm, where the mRNA, tRNA or RNA all are synthesized in the nucleoplasm, but the RNA gets synthesized in the nucleolus, or most of the important enzymes are also present inside the nucleus. All are transmitted for the cytoplasm in the cytoplasm for the protein synthesis. So overall they participate in the components which are participate in the protein synthesis all get transferred into the cytoplasm. So outside the nucleus the fluid is known as cytoplasm, or where the protein gets synthesized, protein synthesis takes place, but the transcription and replication both takes place in the nucleoplasm. Now the chromatin undergoes in condensation in the formation of chromosome that is known as metaphase chromosome, which is highly condensed, or due to the condensation they form different type of structure on the basis of presence of centromere or their place. There are so many type of chromosomes are present, like telocentric, metacentric, submetacentric, acrocentric. So these type of chromosomes are found after the condensation of chromatin. Now how the condensation of chromatin takes place? During the prophase, when the nuclear membrane dissolves, the chromatin are also undergoes in the condensation. During the condensation process, the chromatin fibers undergoes highly condensed to form different type of chromosome. Now, as the DNA is double helical structure, If we talk about the thickness of DNA is about 2 nanometer, 2 nanometer in diameter. So the condensation of this DNA over histone protein form nucleosome, and the thickness of these nucleosomes are about 11 nanometer, that is known as chromatin also. Chromatin. So the thread-like appearance of chromosome inside the nucleoplasm, that is actually the nucleosome. Length is about 11 nanometer. Nucleosome. Now the nucleosome undergoes again condensation and form the solenoid structure. So here is solenoid structure, and the length is about 200 nanometer in diameter. Then again the condensation of these takes place in such a manner to form metaphase chromosome. So this is the structure of metaphase chromosome. The thickness is about 700 nanometer. So overall, from 2 nanometer, so there is the condensation of chromosome takes place inside the nucleus during the cell division, or during when the cell undergoes in division. So that converted into the chromosome after the condensation of chromatin fibers. The distance of chromatin fibers is about 11 nanometer. When they undergoes highly condensations to form 700 nanometer of diameter of only one chromatin. Now let us discuss about which form of chromosome appear inside the nucleus. There are 4 forms of chromosomes appear inside the nucleus on the basis of the presence of centromere. Now, if we want to discuss about the structure of chromosome, so this is the structure of chromosome which is formed by 4 chromatids. 4 chromatids, which is also known as chromatid arms. Now, chromatids. This structure is known as centromere. Above to the centromere, kinetochore is present, which participate in the attachment of spindle fiber during the movement of chromosome during the anaphase stage of cell cycle, or participate in the splitting of chromosome into 2 equal halves, so that each of the cell consists of 2 chromosomes. Each of the cell consists every chromosome. So each and every chromosome. So that is the centromere, through which kinetochore, through which spindle fiber get attached to the kinetochore. Now on the basis of centromere, there are so many type of chromosomes appear in the nucleus. That is, first is acrosome. Second is submetacentric. Third is metacentric. Fourth is telocentric. Now let us discuss all these 3 structures in the acrocentric. Acrocentric is a eye-shaped structure of chromosome where inside here is centromere. Above to the centromere, very short arm is present, and here is the long chain, arm of nucleotide, chromatid. Here is long arm of chromatid, Here is short arm of chromatid, short arm or centromere. So such type of structure is known as acrocentric. Submetacentric, when the centromere present not fully in the middle region. So such type of one arm is long and another is short. So such type of chromosome is known as there is little long arm is present, or another arm is little short arm is present. So such type of chromosome is known as submetacentric type of chromosome. So this type of chromosome is submetacentric. There is short arm, long arm, centromere, such kind of submetacentric. Now, submetacentric type of chromosome. Now, what is metacentric? Here is V shape. This one is J shape. Actually, J shape type of J-shaped chromosome. Now, some metacentric type of, if the both the arm of chromatids are similar in size, such type of chromosome is known as metacentric, where the chromosome is situated in middle of both the arm. So such type of chromosome is known as metacentric type of chromosome. Now telocentric is another type of chromosome which is similar to the acrosome, where the short arm of chromosome is present. Such type of short arm of chromosome present over the long arm. Such type of chromosome is known as telocentric type of chromosome. It is centromere, long arm. Now, so nucleus is important, that take part in the division, or because of such reason, because every cell which undergoes in division have nucleus, because they have the genetic material inside it, or synthesis of genetic material and synthesis of RNA both takes place inside the nucleus and nucleolus, or nucleolus have the certain enzyme which participate in the replication and transcription both, which are also important part of the gene regulation, transcription, but the translation takes place inside the cytoplasm. But they need inside for this translation or for the protein synthesis, they need the content of nucleus, because RNA which is present, which function as mediator, have the message from the DNA. So actually during the transcription, the masses are present on DNA, or codes are present on DNA, actually fully copied on the mRNA, that the message transfer into the cytoplasm for the translation process. So here is the overall about the nucleus. Now let us discuss about let us discuss about the chromosome. The chromosome which is present inside the nucleus are actually present in the form of chromatin fiber. When the chromatin fibers, actually the thickening of the chromatin fiber is about 11 nanometer, which is formed by the coiling of DNA over over the histone protein that form the nucleosomes. Or nucleosomes actually a bead-like structure present inside the nucleus. When Fleming done the staining of the nucleoplasm, actually he observed the thread-like structure. On the basis of this, they give the name nucleus to give the term nucleus chromatin. Now, on the basis of their coiling, the coiling takes place in different ways. These ways form the different structure of chromosomes, that is acrosome, submetacentric chromosome type of chromosome, metacentric type of chromosome, telocentric type of chromosome. In the metacentric acrosome, the only short arm present over the centromere, or somehow the short arm also is very reduced type, or they lack the short arm. Now, if the nucleus also they lack the short arm. Now, if the short arm is present, or that is defined structure of chromatid, so that shows the defined structure of chromatid, that is known as telocentric, which is present at where the centromere present at the corner of the chromosome or chromatid fiber. Now, metacentric or submetacentric. In the metacentric, the centromere present at the middle region of chromatid, or where both the arm hang. Now, in the submetacentric, the centromere, the one arm is short and another is long, or both the centromere at both the chromatid in unequal manner. That means the centromere is not present in the center. They deviate slightly from the center region. So here is the overall about chromosome. Now let us discuss about the microbodies. Microbodies is the final topic of the cell unit of life. Microbodies are the small vacuole-like structure which consists of microbodies. Microbodies are vacuole-like structure, that is only vacuoles containing enzymes, proteins and other elements also. So they participate, the microbodies participate if the material is, there is deficiency in the material or nutritive material in enzyme, so they provide that material also. Because they have enzymes, so they also function like lysosomes. They provide or protect our they also protect our cells by any microbes or pathogens by killing them with the enzymes, or they also perform the reaction in the cytoplasm or help in the catalysis of reaction. They catalyze the reaction in the cytoplasm also. So here is the overall about the cell and the unit of life, where we have completed the most of the cell organelles like mitochondria, Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum, peroxy, vacuoles, lysosomes, and chloroplast, chromoplast, then leucoplast. All these type of plastids we have discussed in this chapter. Then cell membrane or their composition, which type of composition present in the cell membrane. So students, here is the overall about the cell unit of life. I hope you like this video. Keep listening and watching me, and thank you for listening and watching me.